Sometimes a graphic can look deceptively easy to create, when in fact there was more ingenuity involved than you might ever imagine, particularly if it happens to be cobbled together in a way that transforms other pre-existing material into a new and original work. Here's a good example. Let's break this graphic down to see how it came together during the production process. First, let's remove the special effect that makes it look like it's lying on top of the background. Now, let me point out that what you're seeing here is composed of 4 different pieces. There's this one, the text, and then the background is number 4. Let's look more closely at the first 3 pieces. Here's this one in relation to the graphic. In reality, it started out looking like this. Even though the graphic has a black background, we didn't want to keep the black on this piece, so we went through the process of removing its background. As you can see, it still doesn't quite look like the one in the graphic. For that, we had to flip it over and rotate it. Now it's ready for insertion back into the graphic. The next piece was a bit more challenging. Here it is in relation to the graphic. And here's how it started out. The first thing we did was to cut out the bright vertical line down the middle. Then we brought the 2 remaining parts closer together with just a tiny space left between them. Next, we shrunk it down and then used 3D rotation to alter its appearance. Now it's ready for insertion into the graphic. I don't know if you can see it, but the tiny space we left between the 2 pieces has now turned into a black line that subtly underscores the text. Next is the text. Of course, the very first thing we need to do is type the letters along with a question mark. In case you'd like to know, we chose a Tahoma font with a 72 point. A quick check to make sure everything's spelled correctly, and we're good to go. Bear in mind that we're really going after this look, not the flat one we get after just typing it out. So the next thing we'll do is a little 3D rotation like this. Then we're going to give it some depth. And finally, we'll bevel it. Now it's ready for insertion into the graphic. Let's again add the special effect that makes it look like it's lying on top of the background. Notice how the shadow in the lower right makes it seem separated from the background. Okay, we're done. As you can see, it wasn't real difficult or terribly time-consuming to transform the other images into a new and original look. And the payoff for doing it is that we now have something genuinely unique and relevant to accompany the written content that goes along with it. In this case, you may have noticed that the title of the post contains an offer for a free ebook. The book is titled From Good to Glow, Brand Management for the Modern Era. To obtain a free copy, all we ask is that readers email us their #1 question about branding or brand management. In fact, if you're viewing this video at our blog, you can find out more about this offer on the page below. If you're viewing this video on another platform, come to our blog at marketingstrategymanagement.com. We'll provide a link on each new post until this offer expires. So there you have it, how to use digital imagery to help foster a uniquely memorable brand.